Let me get your thoughts on this Bulls offense. I mean, even with all the scoring, they're still 20th in the league in points per game. So what's going on with the Bulls offense? Can you chalk this up to just a filling out process? That's what I've been chalking it up to.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think also they haven't shot it super well yet. They haven't shot it as well as they can. Like Nikola Vučević is shooting 35% from the floor. Like that's not going to be the case this season. We know that. DeRozan's shooting 44%. He'll probably raise that a little bit. Especially, and I feel like a lot of it's dragged down by that first game where they just missed a lot of bunnies.
Yeah.
It was a tough night for them offensively. So
especially Vučević. He had about 3 or 4 wide open missed layups. Ayo had 1-2 down the stretch, but they got the win.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to be one of those things where it is a little bit of a feeling out process, and they'll probably get a little more smoother and better as things go along. I think it was after the first game, Billy Donovan's quote was, "We need to be more free-flowing." I think that's what he said. And I think free-flowing is probably a good word because you'll probably see them be a little more, the offense will be a little more natural, won't be as choppy, which it was, it wasn't like that at all versus New Orleans. And I think in the fourth quarter versus Detroit got a little bit like that. But in general, I think it's going to probably get smoother and improve as the season goes along. The thing I do like about it is I feel like they have the ability to play. They want to play fast, but with somebody like DeRozan and Vučević, they also have the ability to slow the game down with those two guys and get good offense when you slow the game down. Because you could play a half-court game and have DeRozan play out of the high post and shoot in the mid-range or work with Vučević. They can play at both paces offensively. So I think they're going to figure out how to balance that as we move forward.
And also with Vučević, you're talking about a guy that's pretty much a walking double-double. I mean, you saw the numbers earlier, 13 points a game, 13 points, 12 rebounds. So a lot of talent on this Bulls team moving forward, and also a lot of talent coming back because, I mean, Coby White, he's still out recovering from shoulder surgery. So the question for Coby White, where does he fit into this Bulls team when he comes back from injury?
I think it's pretty simple. I think he slides into that bench scorer role, which that's the one thing the bench really doesn't have right now is they don't have someone to come in and give them instant offense off the bench. I mean, the best offensive player checking off the bench right now is probably Ayo. Like, I mean, it's kind of tough to say, but the point is they don't really have like a scorer, microwave type guy off the bench. And, Coby White drew a lot of comparisons in his rookie season to Ben Gordon, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. That's why I wanted him.
I think that's exactly who he's going to be when he comes back.
Offensively, anyway.
He doesn't have to be a pure point guard anymore. They have Lonzo, who'll play alongside Lonzo at times. They have Caruso, who'll play alongside him sometimes. Heck, they have Ayo. He may play along Ayo sometimes, and Ayo's primary ball handler. So he can focus on getting the ball heating up and scoring. And they need that. Like, that's something that they're going to need when they play Brooklyn and they play Atlanta and these teams that can really light it up on offense. It can't just be all Zach on those nights. Like, Zach can win you a lot of games by himself on offense sometimes, but if you're going to beat some really good teams, you're going to need another element of instant offense. And it doesn't have to come from the starting lineup. It can come from the bench. And I think that's a role that's perfect for Coby White. He was great in it as a rookie. He's not a guy that you want to constrain. You kind of want to just throw him out there and say, okay, Coby, you let it fly, you let it loose. And, if you're cold, we'll make adjustments in the fourth quarter. But if you're not, we're going to roll with you. So I think his fit's pretty easy. I think it's pretty seamless. And when he comes back, I don't think there's going to be he got to assimilate and he's got to assimilate to a role. I think this role is just supernatural for him. Like he was great as a rookie in that role. He's going to be probably great when he comes back.